Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Welcome back to How Farms Work. We've got over 30 acres of hay down and we need to get it all baled and wrapped today, so it's going to be a long day. Now, if you guys are interested in winning a new How Farms Work American Classic t-shirt, be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section telling me what you thought of this video, and I'm going to pick one random winner to win one of our new t-shirts. But anyway, what do you say we get this day rolling? I'm raking with the 76 now and the RDF 14 wheel rake. So now I took another sample out here, and from where I took it from, I got 35% moisture. Now, can I guarantee that it's 35% everywhere? No, but it is wilted a lot from this morning, and that was waiting just a couple hours. So we're raking it up now. It's going to continue to dry. I think that it's somewhere north of 40%. I'm going to guess 50, just by looking at what's underneath. I tried to take a representative sample, but doing it that way, you can only get so much. So when Travis gets out here with the baler, we'll stick his moisture tester in there and see how that reads. Although the one that he's got for the bales is most accurate, under 30%. So they went back to get the baler. Dad brought the deer steer out, and he's going back to get the 40-20 with the bale carrier. He's going to be hauling back with the bale carrier while I finish raking. Once I'm done, I'll go back to the farm, get my truck in the flatbed. We're using my pickup because there's no way that the semi will be able to get up to one of our upper farms with the flatbed. So we're just going to use the pickup. Now I can definitely see how this will save on feed quality, because just looking at the leaves, by raking it up and baling it at a higher moisture, you don't have nearly as much leaf loss. And this hay, I'll admit, is overripe, so I decided that the better route to go with first crop would be to make it wet. They say that that can help preserve some of the quality there when you're dealing with overripe stuff. If I can get a good second and third cutting dry, I'm gonna try to go that route with it. See what we got.
That's gonna be silage. Make sure you wrap that plenty of times. 34, you said 30 to 60, so we're right there.
It's actually exactly what it read when I microwaved it.
You and your microwave system, join the new age of technology, Ryan.
That's the thing though, it's the sad part. According to that, it could have been wetter.
That's a tough spot right there. 39.
Perfect.
Good.
I'll be happy if they all come out looking like that. Now, if that was a normal bale that we let sit and sweat it out, there's a good chance that bale would catch on fire. I remember Grandpa telling us back in the day about how they baled some real wet stuff one time, and you could just see the bales just igniting one by one off in the field, just because they're so wet. The moisture and the fermentation going on inside the bales can lead to spontaneous combustion, and a lot of people have lost sheds to hay fires like that. But I just hope the baler can take it. I told him to take it nice and slow, and if he can keep on doing that, I'll be happy. So I wish these were just a little bit wetter, but I think they're all right. The tester said they're sitting at 34%, which I think is pretty good. There was one that tested 40, so it's just about right. This first load that Dad brought down, I am gonna throw on the wrapper right now, so that way I can mark it, and when I go to feed, I know, hey, I definitely don't take bales off this lower end past this point, because with silage bales, you definitely want to be able to constantly feed them out. You don't want to expose the face of them, because they'll start to deteriorate rapidly. So it's usually a good idea, I've been told, to try to feed off the face of it, one per day, which my cows are eating more than one per day right now, so I think it'll be fine. But I'm gonna fire the wrapper up and mark this last bale that we put in here. I am very happy we have this wrapper. Everything from that brake on to the left is first crop silage. Everything to the right is pasture grass first. Which grass off the pasture, there's only one cutting that we get, but it's part of a system. So I'm just leaving the farm with 12 acres on it now, and Travis just called and said that he's got 95 bales so far. Now, I don't know where the 95 is coming from. It's got to be yielding like crazy, but one thing that somebody didn't tell me is that since we're going to be hauling in more moisture in those bales, is how many more bales we're going to have too. Because that's a lot of bales for what Travis has baled so far. I'm heading back to the farm to get my truck, and I'm going to start hauling in bales. This is the wrong way to use a crescent wrench, trust me, but it's working. So, we gotta drop the tongue on the trailer because the trailer kissed the tailgate coming into the driveway. So, gotta loosen these two nuts here. Never a bad time to have WD-40. This top one's being a real pain.
There you go.
As long as I'm not shearing the bolt out.
Nope, it's... Oh. I don't know.
Could be. Oh! I mean, that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit more. Coming from the 12-acre field, we've got 8 bales on. Dad, to speed things along, put 3 bales on the bumper hitch trailer. So that's another 3. Travis is getting in the 40-20 and bringing that out. So there's 57 bales up there that we got to bring home and get wrapped yet tonight. If we don't get them wrapped, then they'll start to sweat and deteriorate and start to heat. So we're about to go up Brulard Hill with a full load of bales. This ought to be interesting. Travis is going to get the last load with the 76. We were going to use the truck, but we dropped the tongue down on the gooseneck and it's starting to sink again, and I was hitting on every corner, every turn, everything on the box, so he's just going to take the tractor and go do it. So we're going to start wrapping bales. This right here is why I put a light bar on this thing. We're unloading with the Teleskid from one side of the trailer. You can't tell me that this isn't the best skid loader on the market. Go grab the remote controller. It'll make doing this much easier. Now been 12 hours since we baled some of that first stuff, and there's actually a bale here that I saw steaming, so I went and put my hand between the two, and it was so hot I couldn't stick my hand all the way in. But we're right at the point where, you know, 12 hours is about the longest you want to wait, because what I'm starting to notice is that the bales are starting to squat a little, and the bales that they're putting into the wrapper are actually squishing when the plunger pushes them through, so they're having a difficult time fighting with the space to push them through. So I might have to adjust it up a little bit. I've got it set for 62 inches. I might have to set it for 64.
I just saw the steam.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's hot right there. And out on the outside, holy cow. The moisture tester is in the 82, otherwise I'd be checking the moisture in them right now and checking to see what the temperature is on the inside. Now we've reached the end of this row. We've got one more to do. We're capping off the lines with last year's dry hay. So the bales that we're putting on are actually pretty good. They're out of the last year's row, but we're using these as end caps. I bought end caps, but they haven't shown up yet. So as a replacement, we've been putting two dry bales on the end of each row to try to keep that oxygen out so that it prevents all of that fermentation. That was the last baleage bale. Travis is gonna go grab two dry bales to use as an end cap to keep the oxygen out. Just after 3:30. We have, let me check the monitor. The baler says, or the wrapper says that so far we've put through 166 bales. I'll have to go back and count everything just to make sure that that's totally accurate. But it's a lot of bales. I know that I know I definitely got a lot more bales off the 11 acres than normal. Plus that other 12 acres just adds to it. Quarter to 4, we just packed everything up and called it a day. So took just over 12 hours to get everything wrapped. Towards the end, you could tell they were starting to heat. They were heating, and we got them all tucked away and ready for the winter. So that'll be some of the stuff, the first stuff that we feed out. And then I don't really intend on making any more baleage other than the oatlage down at Travis's place, which we're going to be making next. So we might make the hay down there into baleage as well, because that's going to be some of the first stuff that Travis feeds out. But any more cuttings I fully intend to make dry, but still wrap to get similar quality hay like I had this year. We wrapped a lot of dry stuff and I was really happy with it. But we'll see how this silage turns out. I think the moisture was right where we wanted it. Towards the end, depends on where you were. I think it was a little bit drier in places too, but I think I'll be happy with it. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all how farms work. And with that, I'll see you next time. Oh, the sun's coming up. Great.